Hi, thanks for considering CRM Toolkit for Zoho CRM. In this video, we're going to show you how to configure the toolkit and also how to use the toolkit. We'll show you how to map custom fields and how to map the fields that are already in Zoho CRM. We'll also show you how the tool will work for your users with the type ahead address lookup service using locate global accurate address data. We hope you find the service useful. If you have any queries, then please do email us support@targetcloud.co.uk. So let's get started. And I'm going to go to our contact module, and I'm just going to create a contact. And you'll see straight away that we've got our custom button here for CRM Toolkit. So let's just click on CRM Toolkit, and that will bring up a widget and bring up the interface for the toolkit. And immediately you can see that we've got our mailing address, the mailing street 2, mailing city, state, country, and zip, which are mapped here. Let's just type one of these in. We're going to go with SP10 2BQ. Now you'll notice the type ahead immediately comes, whittles down the addresses that you can see. And when there's more than one address, it's got the plus symbol here, and you can see 14 addresses available. We can then select the address that we want, and that will populate the fields that we've mapped. So here we've got the Fively Close Andover, the state and the country and mailing zip. And then we can submit that entry, and that will submit it to the fields that we've mapped. What I also want to identify is that we've got the ability to add multiple addresses to forms, which was another big requirement from our version 1. So let's enter other street this time. So we're going to launch CRM Toolkit again. And this time we're going to look at other street. And to do that, this is the mailing street section. And there's an arrow here where we can move across to our other address. And I'm going to start typing in here again with the postcode. So let's choose WV10. Sorry, just bear with me. WV10 70A. I have a long list of sample postcodes. And that's given me 23 addresses. And if we look at this, you can see number 7 there. So let's just type in 7. And then that will automatically select that one. So the more information we give it, so let's try that again. I'll show you. 7 WV10 70A, and then that will take it right down to the postcode that we want. It's also given us this one here just in case we made a typo. So let's select the address, and you can see now it's mapped to other street, city, postcode, and so on. And when we submit that, that's going to add it to the other street. So let's save this one. Very simply done. So we're going to save that one. And now our addresses are complete. We're going to go to the contact we created earlier. And this time in edit mode, we now have the CRM Toolkit option. So we can now go in and change this, this address. So click on CRM Toolkit, and we're going to change the address for this person. So it's come up with the same options. We're now going to change their address. So let's go with SS00BY. These are entirely random. And we're going to change their address here and submit, and that's going to change their address. So very, very straightforward, and then save. Okay, so that's first of all just showing you a demo of it. I'm now going to show you how we can customize the fields that we map the addresses to. So let's go back to this entry. And you can see here we have mailing street 2, which currently isn't mapped, and also building name. So these are 2 custom fields that we've added in. So let's go to edit mode. And when I click on CRM Toolkit, if I'm an administrator in the CRM, so I have an administrator profile, then this setup icon will be available at the top section here. So let's click on the top section, and that will bring up our setup interface. And you can see the other sections that we've got. We've got mailing address, other address, and test address. So with mailing address, we're currently mapping these fields, which is mailing street 2, mailing street city, country, and mailing zip. But what we want to choose is this building name field. So I'm going to drag that one in. There it is, building name. So simply drag it across, and it's now in the fields to map section. And then if we move along a tab and click on mapped values, that will give us the fields we've just selected, and on the left-hand side of the locate field. So they're the address fields that we're using for the mappings. So for this one, we want to be able to choose building name, and we just simply drag and drop it across. So that field is now mapped against this one. And then click on Save. Okay, so we now have our building name available. So now when we start searching for an address with a building name, of which I know this one is one. So we're going to go with this one here, One Goose Green Cottage, and we can select that one. And because that has a building name, One Goose Green Cottage, it's going to select that one and place it in the building name. So when we submit that record, it's now mapped One Goose Green Cottage and Mailing Street 2 and the custom fields that we've set up. So very, very straightforward to add in your custom fields and customize this as you like. What I often see is that people change mailing state to mailing county, and that can be mapped in the same way. Thanks for watching our video today. We hope you find the tool useful. If you have any queries, then please do email us support@targetcloud.co.uk.